Hello, today we will be exploring how to make a living entity in Minecraft. First, you want to head to resources and press import texture. Then, once you press that, you want to press import texture from mob. After you've done that, select which texture you want to import from your files. Once you've done that, go into the texture and begin to color it. Now, this is the time to make your texture what you want your texture to be. Okay, now once you finish, press Save Texture. Or save as a new texture and select Save as Entity Texture. Once you've saved it, head back to Workspace, Mod Element, press the plus, and then select Living Entity. Once you've selected that, select the name you want for your living entity. Now, to start, select what your enemy is. Either a skeleton, biped, zombie, chicken, whatever texture you imported. Now select your texture and select how big you want your hitbox to be. Then go down to spawn egg and select the colors you want your spawn egg to be. After you've done that, if you want it to be a boss, you can press that checkbox right there. Now, once you've done that, you can select what color you want your progress bar for killing the boss to be. Personally, I want mine to be red. Then, you can select the sounds for your entity, the living sound, the step sound, the hurt sound, and the dying sound. Then you can go to behavior and select what thing you want your enemy to be, either a mob or a creature. Now, select what type of mob you want your mob to be. Or if it's a creature, just leave it empty. Undead zombies get extra damage from smite. Underwater gets extra damage from impaling. And illager doesn't seem to do anything. Now you can select the drop for your entity in the first box. Once you've selected that, you can select how much health you'd like your entity to have. Since mine's a boss, I want it to be an early boss, not too hard. So I'm giving mine 100 health. Then, choose how much XP you want yours to drop. I want mine to drop 100 XP. Then you can select the follow range and the tracking range. The follow range is from how far away the entity can see you, and the tracking range is from how far away you can see the entity. Once you've done that, you can go and select the attack damage. That's the first one. The armor point, which is how much armor points it has. That's the second box. I remember for attack damage, 2 is 1 heart. So I'm only making mine do 2 damage, so it does 1 heart per hit. Then you can choose how many armor points it has. Then you can choose how much knockback it does. I'm putting mine at 1, and also putting knockback resistance at 1. Then you can select if it's rideable with forwards control and strife control, or you can select if it's a water entity. Then you can select what your entity is wearing. The first one is main hand. For my main hand, I want to give it a Neverite sword. The next one is offhand, which is the left hand, not the attacking hand. For my offhand, I'm going to give it a shield. Next is helmet. For my helmet, I'm giving it a Neverite helmet. Next up is chestplate. For mine, I'm giving it a Neverite chestplate. Then is leggings. For mine, I'm giving it Neverite leggings. Lastly is boots. For mine, I'm giving it Neverite boots. Then you can select what it's immune to. I'm going to make it immune to basically everything except wizard and melee attack. And explosions. Next, you can choose triggers and stuff. You can choose the AI goals. The default AI goal is attempt to kill the player. Then you can choose where it spawns. To start, you can select if you want your entity to spawn. Next, you can enter the spawn weight, which is how often it spawns. Then you can check how many spawn in a group. And then lastly, you can also select if it spawns in dungeons. And then lastly, you can select what biome it spawns in. Now, before you enter the biome you want it to spawn in, make sure everything else is good. Then finally, press the green plus button and enter the biome and press the biome that you want your entity to spawn in. Once you have finished that, press the save button. And congratulations, you can now go test out if it spawns in your game.